Our job is pretty intense. You hear about all the horrible things that are happening to these victims firsthand. It's a child who is telling you how someone they trusted really hurt them.
The majority of children, even adults, will never have involvement with the criminal justice system. They'll never have to go to court, they'll never have to be interviewed, they'll never have to come to places like this. This is a foreign environment. The Children's Interview Center, the courthouse, my office, they're strange to adults. They can be terrifying to children.
I am an investigator with the Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office. Part of my job is working with victims of sexual assault, domestic violence, child abduction. Bear and I were partnered in July of 2019. It was a huge learning experience. I saw how much time and energy and emotions and love went into all these folks preparing these dogs. It's been an amazing experience from day one to now.
I am currently assigned as a sexual assault prosecutor. I prosecute men and women who have committed crimes against children. In my role, I often have to use Bear to meet these children. Sometimes, if the cases do go to trial, I use Bear in court to help our victims feel more at home and a little bit more at ease if they have to be in a room with strangers.
Bear's most important job is to get victims through probably the most uncomfortable time in their lives. He's worked with children who've witnessed their parents getting murdered. He's worked with children who were harmed by someone that they trusted. Bear definitely makes an impact. Kids like Avery and Aiden, where initially they didn't want anything to do with any of us, they were scared, they were hurt, and then Bear comes in and everything changes.
Bear makes me feel energetic and safe.
When Bear's around, Aiden's a different child.
Bear, he's helpful. It's like when I met him, I think he kind of sort of like put his head on my leg and like I was stressing out. So I just started petting him and it just started getting better.
Going through the system, it has been made much easier with Bear around to help us. I felt comfortable knowing that Aiden would not be on a stand or anything by himself. He would have a friend with him that he trusts.
Bear is a courtroom dog. Bear has been trained to go under the witness stand on command. He has been trained to sit with that witness on command, to put his head in a certain area, to curl himself up in a certain way, so that that witness will have the presence of Bear, but also so Bear doesn't impact the process.
I don't know how he does it, but he will adjust and curl and move and make sure that whoever is over him is comfortable. He's not worried about his comfort, it's whatever that person's comfort is. The tags he wears, they're very noisy. He was wearing them once and we had a victim who was 18 years old who was testifying and she started to have a panic attack. And all of a sudden I heard this, like the jingles, and I'm like, what is happening? When we were done, she went from like about to panic to, okay, and she continues to testify. So when we stepped out of the courtroom, I said, what happened? And she says, he felt it and he got up and put his head on my lap. We're just open to continue building relationships with our community, letting them know that we're here for them, wanting to build those partnerships, wanting the transparency, and he helps with doing that.
Bear is just not for kids, he's for adults too. He helps me. I might have to use him.
When I see a child open up with Bear, it truly feels like we're making a difference.
I trusted Janet and Bear because Janet showed me a true side that I didn't know people had.
I see what a difference he makes in victims' lives. I see what a difference he makes in the lives of my coworkers. I see what a difference he makes in my life. He's my partner, and I would not trade him for the world.